Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of DOScider. That's right, we did 2 in a row. Good to have you here. We are not playing Ravenloft Strahd's Possession, but we will jump in right away. Oh, I didn't load up the list. Well, let's do that. Let's review what we've got. So we have now 110 games ranked after yesterday's Ravenloft Strahd's Possession. We've got Doom at number 1 ever since episode 5, Maniac Mansion, Star Wars Dark Forces, Command and Conquer, and Warcraft 2. Just recently rated Ravenloft Strahd's Possession, sitting there at number 25. We've gotten a pretty full list now. We're now at a point where, like, a game making it into the top 10 is a big damn deal. Like, there's some really good games. Some really good games. Some really, really good games that are just outside of the top 10 at this point, because there's just so many of them. Top 10 games are looking like top 10 games. And the bottom 5. They look like bottom 5 games. We got International Ninja Rabbits, Scunny Lost in Space, Flintstones, Jetsons, and All Dogs Go to Heaven. Mega Man for DOS? Still a top 100 game. But maybe not today anymore, because we are heading on in. Let's see what we'll have that might dethrone it. Do you think that we'll ever unseat All Dogs? I mean, there was a long time there. There was quite a few episodes where I played Flintstones. Because, I mean, look, I played all the Scunny games. Even before this, I've played pretty much all the Scunny games. And I played the Flintstones, and I thought there would never be anything that shit ever again. Like here, I'm gonna just to reiterate my point here. Where is it? I'm looking for one in particular. I mean, this one also is pretty evocative of what I'm talking about. God, where is Beethoven? Beethoven's Second. The utter trash Super Nintendo game that got ported to DOS. This unmitigated disaster of a video game is a full 26 points. Like, 26 places above Flintstones. To give an idea as how bad it was. I didn't think I'd ever have anything that came close to it. And All Dogs is... There's a gap there that should be 30 games. It's real bad that anybody ever decided to ship it. They got the license. Somebody paid money to get a license for it. Stunning. Stunning in a way that is hard to express in words. Go play it. You'll see. Just enjoy it for a little while. I would say don't play it, because generally I've done these so that you don't have to. But you know, if you wanna suffer, do whatever you want, I guess. We're gonna start out with this little edutainment game. That is not the right one. That is, though. No, we are now playing Code Europe. An edutainment game. I've been doing some, like, random shuffle of... There's, like, a wrapper that I have that looks at, like, a lot of Internet Archive games. And you can set it to, like, a random game. This is one of the ones that came up that looked interesting. Alright, let's start a new mission. Welcome to the world of ISC, where whatever the trouble, we're there on the double. Use these countries. Sure. You will start your mission in Denmark. You'll be briefed about your mission at our office in the capital city. Thank you for joining us.
Good day.
Good day. Okay. In Copenhagen, sure. Dieter Schultz, general manager of a large factory, has reported a puzzling situation. Someone has stolen... Okay, sorry. Every time that I see this, this looks like an IV bag and like an arm like a line going to this guy, and then I realize it takes me half a second to realize that's not what it is. Someone has stolen plans for his company's future models and sold them to the competition. You must find all the pieces to this puzzle. Ah, corporate espionage.
Destination?
IV bag directly to the nose. You've never snorted IV? Pussy. Aha, my briefcase. Take notes, read notes. Oh, Cronin, or I think it's Cronin, right? Days allowed, days left. And that's, I guess that this is probably all the evidence that I have. The Danish krone. Yeah, that's what I would think. Yeah. I just couldn't remember if it was Cronin or Krone.
How will you travel?
How will I travel? I don't know. How am I supposed to find out? So there was stuff stolen?
Where
Yep.
to?
That's,
How will you travel?
just spend, 8 hours walking. I mean, that's gotta be 8 minutes. They gotta mean 8 minutes, right? Although, damn, we got a fast walk speed.
Here's an interesting fact.
The Christiansborg, good Kerning, castle in Copenhagen houses parliament, the Supreme Court, and a complex of museums. You must prove who you are before I tell you more. Ah, the capital of Denmark is Copenhagen. Danes formed a large component of the Viking Raiders in the early Middle Ages. Thanks. It's getting late. Check into hotel? Yeah, it was an 8-hour hike.
Good to see you.
Changed my mind. Ooh. Ah, Mario is missing, like. This is more of a where in the world is Carmen Sandiego, but at home. That was a real bad fade out.
Good day. Where to?
Imagine being the guy in the office that they go, hey, we need a photo for our game. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll put you right in the game. Oh, that'll be cool. Who am I? You're the Fleabag Hotel guy. We're gonna put some flies on you to make you look extra nasty. Oh. Thanks.
How will you travel?
I guess
For your information,
I don't know why we're studying in the museum to find out about this corporate espionage, but I don't know where else to go. A statue of the Little Mermaid, the fairy tale character created by Hans Christian Andersen, greets visitors in the harbor of Copenhagen. I'm looking for... The person I'm looking for would know this. The blank formed a large component of the Viking raiders in the early Middle Ages. The Danes? The senior citizens? Wow, these are tough questions. This is weird questions for a game that's talking about, like, I did see a little bit about this, because I went and looked it up, because I like to just make sure it'd be interesting if I can. It's supposed to be, like, you're searching out terrorists a lot of the times. So, like, one of them, when I was just testing it to see that it worked, when I first fired up a game, said, like, oh, there's been a string of arsons. And now they're asking us, like, these second grade questions. Danish agriculture has long specialized in raising livestock, and they produce and export large amounts of meat and dairy products. Okay.
Where to?
So I just go to all of them and then we leave town, I'm guessing? Is that all this is?
For your information.
It features art. Did you know the Royal Museum in Copenhagen features art? It's just the exact same as the last thing that we read. Are you going to the spy convention in Frederiksberg this year? By the way, you found 2 microfilm pieces. What?
Where to?
Sorry, did I? I found 2 microfilm pieces. Oh, by the way. I mean, if I'm supposed to go to the... Yeah. Frederiksberg.
Destination?
It did say that there was more than one country. So are we gonna do 2 different puzzles? Or what? Ah.
How will you travel? Did you know?
This Twilight Zone music is amazing. Like Japan, foreign trade is vital to the success of the Danish economy. Denmark trades primarily with European community states and the US. Oh, we finally had one that wasn't exactly the last thing that they told us.
Where to? How will you travel?
I like that the
Interesting
bus
fact.
is the same price as a cab, but just slower. To verify your identity, answer this question. Like Japan... Yeah, like other... I'm sure that this is very untrue of Albania, Estonia, or Latvia. That they don't do any foreign trade, and definitely not primarily with, like, the EU and the US. That seems like it'd be unlikely for all of these places. It's gotta be Japan. Of all of those states, I think the place that it's most true that they would engage in trade with other European states is Japan. Obviously. What's a fact?
Destination?
Huh.
How will you travel?
Yep, all Danish people are afraid of a unified Europe. Terrified of it. Political fact. It's just a thing.
Here's an interesting fact.
Wow, there are 3 images and that's it. I thought that we were going to different locations inside of these different cities, so I thought that they would maybe change some of that up, but did you know that the Danish speak Danish? The Danish constitution calls for a strong dictatorship. State ownership of all industry. That's for later. That's for later. God, it's hard not to have that banger up, though. Okay. You have proven yourself. You've repeated our truth and facts. Danish sports managed democracy. It's just the same. Are you going to the spy convention? That's the only way that they change cities and tell you to go to a new city. Like, we haven't done Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, so I can't say if it's good or not, because we haven't ranked it, and I can't do that yet. But Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, you get clues as to your next city, rather than clues about where you are. Because why the fuck would you care about the spot you already are? You need to find the puzzle. Fine. Is there any reason to not check into a hotel?
Nice to have you with us.
Let's go look at the deluxe place. I wanted to see some new art. That is a ugly ass hotel room. That fade out is so lazy. Luckily, everything else in this game is really, you know, pushing the envelope forward, and lots of hard work in here. Did they just refund me like double the price of the room? Damn, I gotta stay at fancy hotels more. No wonder why the rich stay rich.
Where to? How will you travel?
Okay, hopefully we only have like 2 pieces of microfiche left.
For your information,
Almost all oil and coal are imported. In the mid-19th century, the King of Denmark agreed to accept a constitution that provided representative government. Alright.
Destination? How will you travel?
This game is,
For your information,
certainly interesting. Even though Danish industry has been very successful, Denmark has few energy sources. Unlimited energy! Your loyalty is no longer in question.
Destination? How will you travel?
Fuck it, I'm walking.
How will you travel?
Excuse me. Alright, fine, cab. Takes 3 hours to drive anywhere in Europe, well known. That's why they have trains everywhere. Of America's Super Bowl games. It's not that we randomly got the same one. There is one way to go to the next place, and it's just every time. By the way, you also got a piece of the puzzle. Okay, what if we just don't? Where was the next one? Fuck. I didn't even... Yeah, Odin's there.
Destination? How will you travel?
Like, is there any reason at all? I don't think there is. Days left. Yo, Sponge! Thank you for that 9-month, that 90-month resub. Appreciate it very much. I'm just gonna walk everywhere for the next couple days. Fuck it. Odense is the birthplace of famous author of children's stories Hans Christian Andersen. It's getting late. No. What if I just don't? It would make me travel. Huh. Alright. How about the fancy? What's the difference? Sure. It's a lovely exploration of Danish hotel rooms. Why does she have, like, drawn-on devil eyebrows?
How will you travel?
Here's an interesting fact.
More than 38 million Lego bricks were used to create the Legoland Park. Neat. I love that there's always a communist answer. It's the state ownership of property that has guaranteed their old age pensions. I mean, that would. Okay, nope, later. It's later. We can do that later. Now I know I can trust you. You know about an advanced social welfare state.
Destination? How will you travel?
Yeah, the LSSR, the Legoland Socialist Soviet Socialist Republic. Oh, the taxi's actually finally more than the bus. Dang. They did it.
Did you know?
Did you know? Okay, I did not know any of this. I didn't know that there was a 1,000-year-old Grabal man. I don't know what the Grabal man is. I don't know the Mosgard Museum. of prehistory, and I don't really know the Jutland Peninsula, so cool. Confirm that we're working for a common cause. More than 38 million bricklayers were used to create Legoland Park. It's a goddamn nightmare. The blood that was spilled for Legoland. In Randers. Okay, but don't we have all... Oh. It feels like we have the whole microfilm, do we not? No, fuck.
How will you travel?
Here's an interesting fact.
World's most extravagant dollhouse. How do they decide that? What defines extravagance? Harold Bluetooth, inventor of the Bluetooth, king of Denmark in 940 AD when he created Bluetooth, erected a runic stone over his parents' burial mounds in Jutland. That way it could transmit over Bluetooth. Denmark's birth certificate.
How
Kinda
will you
neat.
travel?
I didn't know that I had Denmark's birth certificate in my computer. Yeah, this dollhouse is merely ostentatious, not extravagant. In a break with its tradition of neutrality, Denmark agreed to join NATO in 1949. You can be counted on. You know about Bluetooth.
Destination? How will you travel?
Here's an interesting fact.
Danish people sell stuff internationally. Aquaculture. That wraps up this caper. We have been barraged by agent impersonations. I hope you don't mind taking a little test. It's just... do we have to literally answer every piece of trivia that we got? Hello? Alright. So I click it, and then nothing happens. And then I have to click again? Yeah, you can tell that the Bluetooth predates wired communication because if you dig for it, you don't find the wires. See, you get it, Comet.
Golandaya.
Alright, I think that we've got about enough. I'm just gonna try and fail something. We don't even get to see what the microfilm is or anything.
Where to? How will you travel?
This does really make me want to play Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. I did this as a joke, too, because I'm like, we haven't rated any of those yet, so this will be great. We can do this one first and then make fun of it for how much it's not Carmen Sandiego. It's like, it's the best Carmen Sandiego game we've played, but I don't know that I can even say that, because it's the worst Carmen Sandiego game I've played, and I've only played the one. I can't call it the best in anything. I'm outta here. Uta here.
Destination? How will you travel?
So you just have to do the question again? Is that all that it is? It doesn't get grayed out?
Where to?
It was the best of Carmen Sandiego. It was the worst of Carmen Sandiego. But it did often mention communism. And it's just the same question. They're convinced. Is Carmen Sandiego a DOS game? Yeah, there are DOS games of Carmen Sandiego. There's a bunch. Like, Carmen Sandiego is not just a game. There's a bunch of Carmen Sandiego games. This is almost one of them. Except that it's a giant pile of shit. Here, we'll go to the good hotel so I can... Oh, Jesus, that dude's... Get the final look at our lovely European hotel series.
Golandaya.
I love the pretty good hotel. Fuck no. Okay. Well. Code Europe. Well, let's go to the top of this and think about things, shall we? Okay, I've thought about them. I'm scrolling down. It's not Mega Race. William Shatner's Tech War is way more interesting than this. So is Quarantine. Playroom is better. Beethoven Second's better than this. I'd rather play Johnny Bazooka Toad. I think I'd rather play the Terminator 2 game. Oh god, the Zorro Prince of Persia game. Functional but dull edutainment. Is it even functional though, really? Is it really? The reason why I say that is that it's not like it's... There's no puzzle there. There's nothing. Like, I don't know. Like, functional and I guess that the buttons work. But I'd hope so, because it's like a series of 4 different photos and then some bad trivia that you then have to just immediately answer the same trivia. We did learn that the Danes fear united Europe. This is true. It'll stop their plans. I'd rather play 1993, Triss. I'd rather play Obliterator. I'd rather play Spitwad Willie and Kilo Blaster. I'd rather play Alf. I think I'd rather play Scunny Cart. Oh look, we've reached the other edutainment games. There's other edutainment games that are way higher. Super Solvers is way up there. Super Solvers is great. Castle of Dr. Brain. There's some good edutainment games. This is simply not one of them. I think I'd rather play the Mega Man. I really hated this. Congratulations, Code Europe. Slayer of, what? Oh no, it's not the Slayer of DOS Mega Man! It couldn't do it! It couldn't beat DOS Mega Man to get into the top 100! Right, it stays in the top 100. I was like, we were making the joke earlier. Fuck! Huge win for DOS Mega Man! Staying in the top 100. God damn! I honestly, I was like, okay, everything's going to be better than Mega Man. It has to be better than Mega Man, and I never even thought about it again until just now, and I was like, oh, it killed the top 100. Wait, no, it didn't. Fuck! God damn it. Why am I doing this to myself? That sucked. God, that sucked. That was so boring. Alright, let's get our next game going. Wow. Mega Man stays. And we've got a request from a sub as our next one. So I forgot to mention at the beginning too, hey, if you're a sub or a patron, you can go ahead and request a game once a month in the sub club channel in the Discord. The Discord's free for everybody, but if you are a sub, you can put in a request there, and I will do it in that month, or at least try to. I didn't get to this last month, so I apologize, but this was Comet's request. One of the reasons I didn't, and I feel really bad about it now, is that it's an adventure game, and almost all adventure games are going to take a lot of time. So I was like, well, I probably want to do a special episode like we did with Ravenloft, where I need like a few hours to look at it, because you need a lot of time with an adventure game to really understand like where the puzzles go, how much moon logic there is, like where the story and dialogue's at, that kind of stuff. Like, it takes a while to unfold. And then I looked at how long this game is, and it's like an hour and a half to beat, or less. At, like, absolute maximum. I think that actually the average was something like 30 minutes. So, like, oh, I didn't realize this was an adventure game for babies. So, I could have actually done it earlier, but this is The Manhole. Because this is a game that is done by Cyan, who went on to make Myst. In fact, like, the two main people that did this are the Myst creators. From my understanding. Like, two head designers or whatever. Okay, there's a Con Gilbert is kind of amazing in another adventure game. Sploosh. It's a manhole. That's the manhole. That's it. Right, and we climb the beanstalk. It's got some, like, decent art. Yeah, there's already some, like, interesting art and sound and stuff. You gotta remember, too, as a thing on the art for this game, remember what the copyright for this was. 1989. This is an 89 game. Oh, there's... Huh. We get it, you fucking vape. Jesus. Okay, so there's a broken one. Oh. Interesting. Con Gilbert has 6 games credits. Sokoban, 4 versions of the Manhole, and Leather Goddesses of Phobos. 2. Gas Pump Girls Meet the Pulsating Inconvenience from Planet X. I almost played that one. I knew about that one. Dang, which tunnel do we go down? There's some real hitching on changing things. And that is the game. Like, I did some checking with this beforehand. It played really fast at higher cycles, like, obviously wrong. The dragon animation was like... instant. It was kind of amazing. Huh. I can definitely see the proto-Myst side of things, and that this is a very surreal kind of like... Oh, close it, and then... Huh. Oh, weird. What? Hey, Aether. This is the Manhole. If you look on the side, you can see the now playing. This is the Proto-Myst. Before Myst, there was the Manhole. Well, that was the opening. Okay. Yeah, no problem. I just wanted to, like, point it out so that if anybody else was... Because normally if one person is asking, there's, like, 4 other people that have the same problem but haven't actually asked the question. So I just like to point it out. I do want to play Pissed. I really want to play Pissed. Mr. Dragon, alright. Holy shit! He's got a theme, too. Hey, baby, welcome to my cool pad. Make yourself comfortable. Have a biscuit, baby.
Baby, welcome to my cool pad. Make yourself comfortable. Have a biscuit, baby.
It's got voice acting. You don't need to do it. Alright, alright. Is that what he has on his necklace, then? Is it just a gold biscuit?
Okay, babe, I'm out of here. Dig me?
I do dig you. Okay. As Baby's first adventure game, this is really interesting. Okay. There's an elephant, turtle, bunny, birdie, another birdie, weird bug man. Okay, we did see the weird bug alien, which was in the volcano area, so I wonder if we have to find all these people. There's like the seal, a seahorse, and a starfish? I want to go with the dragon. Okay, there's the manhole. No, oh wow. That, huh. I love that that warped me all the way over here. That's a little bit of dream logic. Okay, we also have these. Sure. Okay, seizure warning apparently. Huh. That is one of the birds that we saw. Oh, and I... How did I get here?
Hello, my friend. My small boat is your small boat.
Ugh. Okay. Alright. This is a very surreal game. Like... Huh. Very dream logic, but in a way that I think is actually interesting.
Hello, my friend. My small boat is your small boat.
Huh. Well, we'll get the bird. I was mostly just, like, seeing how this worked, because this is just so weird. And it still just, like, flashes. Why does it flash for all those? Huh. Space rabbits. We did have the rabbit as a thing, too. Okay, I did see that frog in the credits. That's why I was looking. Hey, buddy.
Oh my, there's a tiny boat in my teacup.
There's some really interesting art in this. Okay. Huh. It's not always clear where or what to click on or like how to like turn around and stuff, which I don't love. Or like if we can turn around. So like, okay, so what if I want to go forward? Nope. But I wanted to look that direction.
Be patient, my friend. If you would be so kind to get in my boat, then I will take you through the tunnel.
And I can't look the other direction. Yeah, like I wish that it would show you like a turn or something so that you could understand if you were going to a spot. Like it'd be nice if there was a little bit of feedback as to what your cursor was doing. And also sometimes like on the boat ride part, it's been auto-piloted and just started going forward and was like an animated sequence. And then obviously now I'm like, oh wait, no, I gotta click. And I don't know when to do which one. See, like now, it's just going. So that part's a little weird. And again. So I guess we're going to the same spot again? Going down the straw into the teacup. Huh. All right. So this just, yeah, it always does this loop. And you can't get off once you're here. Yeah, it is just a loop. I wasn't sure because the physics of it obviously make no sense. Which is true of pretty much all of, you know, where you're going in this thing. That doesn't necessarily make it easy to understand where you need to go next to see. I mean, it's certainly a loop now. Like, I knew that after the first time. I just wanted to see if there was somewhere else that I could try and, like, turn the boat to or do something else in this sequence. Because I think that we need the rabbit, is the thing.
Oh my, there's a tiny boat in my teacup.
Like, can I help you get that thing out of your cuticle's mad fucked up, dude. I'm just trying to help. Also, that rabbit has very human fingers, now that I think about it. I mean, there's an item I need. It doesn't seem like we'd get items. Oh, we don't want to go that way. We need to find Leisure Suit Dragon again. That's the boat. Where was the dragon? Okay. Huh. Because we went the other way down this tunnel. That, man, the logic of this is very weird. Not necessarily in a bad way. Oh, we get to see this whole scene again.
Okay, babe, I'm out of here. Dig me?
Okay. Because we saw... Yeah, there's the space rabbit. There's that bird that's upstairs. We got this guy. There's the elephant, which we've seen, but I don't know how to get him to leave. Huh. Or if we're supposed to? I don't know. There's not really a lot of, as we said, context clues for what even the point of all this is. It just feels very dream sequence, like fairy tale-esque. Which I don't really mind, considering that, like, it's just this fun little kids game. Ain't no point to this game. What if we just leave? Close it up. Oh. What? Oh, this does matter. Wait, what? Huh. Well, this is a turn. Strange. Okay, alphabet, sure. Oh. No. Alright. I thought that maybe we had to, like, turn the music on and then go back here because of the Sing With Me. Well, we will touch the dragon in just a moment. Here, let's just let this play out. It's very kid playing a piano in a way, like, there's a lot of mistakes. Interesting. Alright. Oh. It just... Huh. It did mean don't touch, because we did not want to go all the way back here. Weird. Alright, let's go all the way back down and go back into the fire hydrant zone. Uh-huh. Rabbit, fire hydrant. Dearest rabbit, oh brother. Children seem to be wandering everywhere again, and they get into everything. I barely have enough time for my maps. Sincerely, Walrus 4. The walrus, okay. Okay. Huh. Hey, Mivlia, welcome, welcome. Good to see you, Moiselle. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for the raid. We're doing a little bit of a series of games called DOScider, where I've been ranking all of the DOS games. Only, we're a good ways in. We've done 110 of them, so I only have about 9,000 to go. Should be nice and easy. We're currently on a request from Comet called The Manhole, which was a children's adventure game from Cyan Studios, which is before Myst. Could I interest you in any...
Interest you in a hot cup of tea?
Okay, I'm going to guess that's going to send me to the T-Zone. The T-Zone. Well, you see, we can go to space and end up in his,
How about a glass of cold milk?
We can go into space and end up in his teacup riding a canoe? Question mark? With an elephant. As you do. Sure.
Yes, please.
There's a very surreal dream logic to this game. It's very strange. So what are you up to, Mivlia? How you doing? I think we're about ready to rank this, though. Kind of wanted to end this game, but I don't even know what the end is, or if it's just supposed to be like, just look at these cool scenes. There doesn't really seem to be puzzles in the traditional sense. Oof, I getcha. Yeah, I'm guessing there's not an ending per se. It's all just like the weird dream logic. Here, people are asking about going to the T-Zone. But actually, let's go look down the manhole. Yeah, like touching the fire hydrant gets us into like the fire hydrant zone. Yeah, let's go down. Ah, there's the turtle.
Je m'appelle Monsieur Tortoise.
As a Canadian, feel that.
He said, welcome. My name is Mr. Turtle.
Ah, good. We have a translator. Huh. Oh, man. Bonjour, mon ami.
Bonjour mon ami. J'espère que tu t'amuses bien dans mon bateau.
Oh no, my French is failing me there. Okay, on the boat, sure.
He said, hello, friend. I hope you're enjoying yourself on my boat.
This is a wild ride. Ah, Walrus the Fourth.
Oh, yes. It's you. Well, make yourself comfortable while I take my nap.
That's my approach to children, too. No, you just do your own thing. I'm gonna sleep here. Oh, shit. Should have known not to touch the painting to sink the boat. And then, yeah, we just go right back to the beginning. This is what I mean about the dream logic of it. Like, touching the painting of the water brings you to the start of the water zone. A lot of that kind of stuff. So it's this direction. There's a really cool art style to this. Like, again, this is a 1989. No, I'm good. Thank you. Hi, I need to leave this dream world. Hello?
Good afternoon. Thank you for calling Mediagenic, producer and distributor of Activision, Infocom, GameStar, 10.0, and Zsoft products.
I'm gonna guess that does that every time.
Good afternoon. Thank you for calling Mediagenic, producer and distributor of Activision, Infocom, GameStar, 10.0, and Zsoft products.
Huh. Oh. This is the way, the other direction? Oh, and then there's just an elevator. Yeah, of course. Sure. You very much feel the, like, dream logic feeling that they had in Myst coming into this. This works for having that, too, because there's not a lot of puzzles, being, like, baby's first adventure game like it is. It's just kind of like, look at these weird scenes, and that works. Can I... But what if I want to leave? I'm gonna be the kid and just run my hand up and down all of the numbers. Is that good? That's good, right? And then it just opens on the same spot. Alright, well, I think that we understand what this is. It doesn't seem like there's a point or an ending, but it's not necessarily the end of the world. It has a lot of style to it. Well, we'll pull up the list and let's rank this bad boy. I think we have done most of the scenes, if not all of them. Yeah, there's not a lot of game, but there's a lot of other interesting things going on. And there's some, I don't know, there's elements to it. It's something. That being said, like, it's not, you know, our other edutainment games. Like, it's not Gizmos and Gadgets. It's not Castle of Dr. Brain. I do think it's better than the Playroom. At least more interesting, more creative. I think I'd have been really captivated by this game in a way if I was young enough, right? I'm not sure exactly where to put it, because it's not a lot of a game, but it's also very much doing what it tries to do, which is just, like, give this sense of exploration and wonder. So, like, I think that it... In my mind, I think that makes it better than some of these games that end up just being frustrating. Because it's not... It doesn't have a huge scope, but it nails what it's trying to do. And I could definitely, like, again, that sense of, like, weird wonder that it gives off is really neat. I think it makes it better than Charlie the Clown, actually. I don't think it makes it better than the Humans. I think that's exactly where it goes. I think that we've just nailed it immediately. It's a really neat little game, but I don't... The humans had so many cool ideas going on for it, too. And Harvester is an amazing game until the second half. So I don't think it's quite there. But yeah, neat little thing. I can't rate it too much higher because what it's doing is so slight. But it also nails what it's doing in a really interesting way. Very cool. And now we have the Slayer of DOS Mega Man. Get out of here. Top 100. No more. No more of that shit from you. DOS Mega Man, top 100 DOS game. Get out. I still can't believe that we screwed it up and Code Europe didn't do it. Alright, so I had this come up, and I was interested in trying this because I have rated very, very highly, and I don't think that's wrong, obviously. I mean, it's my list. I'm allowed to say what I want. But I very much feel like Epic Pinball is an incredible DOS game. But we don't have any other pinball games to compare it to. So why don't we get Spidersoft, who eventually became Rockstar... What branch of Rockstar did they become? They became like... Rockstar Lincoln, that's what it was. Let's see how they do pinball. With Pinball 4000. So we have 4 tables. Already there was like 12 in Epic. But that doesn't matter if the tables are all better quality. Alright, let's do Casino. Although we'll probably take a look at all of them. Oop, that is doing some weird stuff for the capture, I see. Oh, is it just like chopping it off? No? No, it's not. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Here, I'm just gonna make it a little bigger, though. This table looks, Okay, I can tell you right away. Where's the, like, sound of the bumpers? It's cool they've got a background track, like an Epic Pinball did too, but... So much of Pinball is... like... You want to hear those bumpers, right? Like, you can kind of hear them, but they are quiet. I'm gonna admit, one of the main reasons why I wanted to play this having done Epic Pinball, is to show the people that were like, how could you possibly rate Epic Pinball so high? Because this is what pinball games were. Because I had the feeling that I'm like, Epic Pinball was an incredible pinball game, and I'm guessing that most of the other ones don't hold up. And oh boy, yeah, I feel justified. Boy, this is also just like really aping Epic Pinball's style. Like that board on the bottom and everything. I mean, I guess that's kind of a typical pinball thing, but... the board looks okay. It looks fine. Kind of. Like, the layout sucks, though. And like man, a big part of pinball and what's gonna make pinball good is the sound design. Like, you really have to nail that. And this is not doing it. This is super not. And honestly, I mean, this table layout just kind of... like, there's like 3 things. The ball just doesn't feel right either. There's no skill shot. I can see that. Yeah. So like a skill shot is... a lot of tables would have the ability to... like... feather your shot in, and you'd get a skill shot bonus and like come out halfway or something. Dang. Press F1 to F8. Can I... no? Alright. How do I... can I go back? Yes, quit. Oh, it just quits the whole... okay, for a second I thought it quit the whole thing. Maybe... I mean, even Epic Pinball had one table that was pretty bad. Maybe we were just unlucky? This looks like it has more going on. It's actually got some ramps. That's a lot more than the other one did. Yeah, no skill shot again. Still a better spy game than Code Europe. Are we even hitting those? Those bumpers don't feel like... I guess, yeah, one of them's lit up. Like, there's no sound to it. It's only background music. This is... stunning how little there is. And at least has, like, those stings. That's something. Considering how little there is. And it looks like there's something to do on this one. Like, it looks kind of like you've got some things to light up. There were some in the other one, too, but it seemed a lot less goal-oriented. God, this just does not feel like pinball. want to keep playing these boards. I'll look at all of them, but... So, like, this is like a 94 game. I kind of want to play, like, 1 minute of Epic Pinball to just, like, immediately highlight the difference. Maybe I will. Okay. Sure. These boards feel very empty. Yes. They all have this same kind of like up-down design too, which is okay, I guess, but it's not my favorite, that's for sure. I don't know. I don't like pretty much anything about these boards. And the way the ball controls just, it feels so empty. Part of it is that, like, when we're hitting these sides, like, we're not getting any sounds for the ramps, we're not getting, like, we're hitting those little, targets up here for repair, and it's not, like, making a, like, chunk sound like you're hitting a target, which is kind of the point, right? Like, that's... Pinball is like a slot machine in a way, right? Like, it needs to just be constantly buzzing and dinging, and that might be annoying for some people, but that is pinball. That's why you're playing it. It's... These feel so empty partially because of just how bad that sound design is. This feels like a repeat layout, like slightly reversed of that last one, yeah. Okay, that's that board. Last board, tennis. What's tennis like? Tennis has got to be interesting, right? Okay, I mean, at least it's got like a style to it. This is the most interesting board that I've seen from them so far. It doesn't look good necessarily, but it's more. Like, my thing is, how do we get into that big double ramp? That's the weird part of it. It looks kind of cool, but... Man, there's nothing on the bottom of this board, though. What are we aiming for here? Yeah. Like, there's the targets on the left side. Oh, how do we... Okay. Sure. There we go. No, it doesn't even send us up the racket? How do we get in the racket? That's like the only cool thing about this. What do we gotta do to get in that ramp? Okay, Epic Pinball was episode 11, huh? I need to look at something. I won't always do this. I don't want to directly compare everything. But just, like... I gotta for a moment. I just have to for a moment. So this is a year earlier. So if you wanted to see why I rated this so high, look at the difference. And then, like, let's just do the basic table. Every bit of style and stuff that that game lacks, this game has. Give the android life. Oh my god, I cannot tell you how much better that feels immediately. Wow. Look, there's things to do on this board. There's, like, ramps that take you to secret things and unlock power-ups and, like, multi-balls. And the ball physics feel like a ball. It's fast. There's sound, and the sound is good and interesting. Like, holy shit. When you hit bumpers, it feels like you hit a bumper. God. That pinball game actually looks good. Yes, because that's Epic Pinball. It was a top 10 game until last time, I believe. Epic Pinball? Epic, no, 2 times, or 3 times or something, a couple episodes ago. It's a real damn good pinball game. But we were looking at Pinball 4000, and, yeah, so if you wanted to know why I rated Epic Pinball, it had, like, 12 boards, almost all of them that quality. Versus Pinball 4000. Yeah. I mean, it's a functional pinball game. It's just, boy, those tables... God, they're so shit, though. Those tables were so shit. They just felt so empty. Like, in some ways, it's kind of hard to be too harsh on it in some ways, because, like, it functions. The physics aren't nearly as good as Epic Pinball. Like, it definitely feels weirdly... The ball just doesn't feel right. It's got a bad ball feel. But it's not, like, obviously broken or chunky or anything like that, but the biggest thing is just that, like, it's kind of like a platformer where the jumps are fine, the music's okay, but then there's just, like, no real danger in the levels. There's no power-ups, there's no things to jump on. Like, you're just kind of like, go to the side and jump over, like, 3 obstacles and then the level ends. Like, the boards are so badly designed and so boring. And there's so little feedback on what you're trying to do. It seemed kind of floaty. Yeah, the ball does not feel good at all in that game. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like pinball. It gives you... It doesn't have, like, that speed and the feel of... Like, Epic Pinball is a lot harder, but also that's pinball. It should be interesting. It should be difficult. Sometimes you gotta be, like, fast on your reactions. That other one, you're just kind of, like, slow and boring, and that's just not where you want to be with pinball. There's no sense of speed and excitement. So I kind of feel like it goes in the same general field as a lot of the, like, functional, but platformers, like ones that are just, yeah, it works. I mean, I don't really want to play it again, but everything's there. It has all the elements. They all work. It's just not fun. It's certainly not a terrible game. I would definitely not be like, it's not below Tech War. It's not, like, honestly, the Gauntlet port was pretty garbage. It's better than that. I think it's better than Mega Race. It is a game. I really do think that it is right in here. Electroman at least has, like, some really banging tunes where it just didn't. Well, so I don't think it's there. Honestly, DuckTales has a really interesting premise, even if the controls suck. And that's more to be said than this. Honestly, I guess that it's almost the same way as Mega Race, too, though. In some ways, I guess that it's actually really similar to that Gauntlet game, now that I think about it. Like, original Gauntlet port. Because it was totally functional and, you know, like, okay, I get what's going on here, but it's just boring as shit. And Gauntlet in the arcade is way more interesting. Way better graphics, way better handling. You can do 4 players. Like, you want to be having more people on it. Gauntlet is not a fun one-person kind of game, and it's just kind of terrible to play on the computer because of that. Hi, I'm Lance Boyle. Yeah, exactly. Mega Race at least has Lance. I love every time I hit this area, I can't put a game above DuckTales. I have put 72 games above DuckTales. Thank you very much. But I don't think this goes above DuckTales, because DuckTales at least has something interesting going for it. I put Electroman in the same episode above DuckTales. What a disappointing game from Rockstar. DuckTales is a surprisingly good measure of whether a game has anything going for it. Yes. Exactly. I think that's part of it, is that DuckTales is a good measuring stick because the actual premise and kind of like what you're doing in DuckTales is really, really interesting. Like, it's a really cool game in that way. It's just that the execution on a lot of the essentially mini games that they have is not, it's subpar. I think I have to put this above Mega Race. Which, honestly, in some ways, that's a good little bonus for Pinball 4000. Because Mega Race has got some shit going for it. But that is a functional but extremely disappointing pinball game. Dang. Alright, time for our next game. just go ahead and grab that. Hey, No Mortal Coil, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Oop. Let me just get our next game set up here. Yeah, I probably spent, honestly, way too much time talking about Pinball 4000 because that game just didn't really deserve to have anything else about it. Right, okay. Saw the eclipse today, it was pretty cool. Yeah, it went nowhere near me, so I couldn't do it. This next game is Monster Bash. So we're talking about that kind of mid-era platformer. Let's see if this rises above it. Hello? Maybe? Game, please? One moment. Why are you not capturing? There we go. And yes. You've ruined my October request plans. Oh no. This was one that came up at random. I have not done Descent. I have yet to look at any Descent games. Monster Bash, starring Johnny Dash. You loved the hell out of this one. Well, let's do a medium. Got a good intro tune. My guess with this, from what I've seen, and even just right away, it is gonna play like 90% of Apogee platformers did. Exit level, free all the dogs and cats. Okay. So you can fire with Alt. There we go. Yeah, there's that. There's all the sound fonts they have for all their games. Okay, I do like the animation for us just slamming our face into something. I guess we do not want to be on the spike. Oh, well that's a fun fuck you. Hey kids, go to hell! Here's a thing that just pops out of the ground. There's not really any way to know that. Oh my god! Wow, that was fast! Holy shit. Jesus. That's, okay, get a spread shot. How do we get through this? Do we just have to duck under it? I guess so. There's a surprising amount of, like, gore in this. This game is really visually noisy, yeah. It's kind of got, like, a mix of Commander Keen and Duke Nukem graphics. It's interesting. How do I... Well, that's particularly nice. Yeah, there's a lot of platformers for DOS that we've talked about that. They have a real problem with, like, being... showing restraint. They started to realize that they could do, like, just these wild backgrounds, but they hadn't quite gotten to the point of, wait, is this make a good game? I don't hate the sound. It's got some good stuff. It's very much the same as pretty much every Apogee game. Cosmos, Cosmic Adventure, Duke Nukem, all that kind of stuff. Although, wait, how do I... Okay, that's some bullshit. So once it's broken, you just get stuck going through that again? That's... rough. Huh. This really feels like a strange mix of Duke Nukem and Commander Keen. Strange. Like, it's like a really zoomed in Commander Keen. But while having, like, a lot of the Duke Nukem sounds and effects and stuff, it's, huh. Yeah, I don't know. How do I want to look down so I can know where I can jump, because there's been a lot of spots that I kind of can't. Oh, we can do deflect shots like that, I guess. Wait, did we hit a thing? I guess so. Kind of the coolest thing about this is that I'd have felt... Sure. I'd have felt like it was kind of a badass doing, like, all the nasty gore shit in this. Because it's got a surprising amount of blood and guts. Yeah, I'm not sure how much time we're gonna have to spend on this one, because it, for better or worse, feels like a lot of Apogee games. It handles okay. Thing is that much like Duke Nukem 2 had the problem of zooming in, and so you felt like you had a lot less control and couldn't see where you were going, this has a similar issue. Like, can I jump down there? When's it safe? I don't know. Maybe there's spikes, maybe there's not. You can't really tell some of that, and it's just... Sure. Yeah, part of the way that studios manage to put out like 1 million games a year is that this is just so much of a copy of so many of the other games. A lot of the Apogee platformers are really similar. More even than I expected. And I already knew that that was something that was kinda known. Oh, man, there's like... You have a momentum, like I press and you just... Once you start going, you go for a little while, so it's really hard to... not run into, like, these spearheads. It's really hard to avoid those. Do those hurt me? I don't know. Like, I wonder if that hurts. No. There's... How could I have known that was there? Like I said, that's kind of the problem of it being really zoomed in. In a lot of ways, this kind of feels like and plays like the Duke Nukem that I loved. Duke Nukem 1 is fantastic. It's a really cool game. But it's just... There's some choices that... Alright. Make it less interesting and less playable. Never leave a pet behind. Okay. Nope. What the... There we go. Sure. This is a long level, holy shit. Yeah, the cracked ones can be shot. I noticed that, yeah. I saw that right away. I think that visual language is fine. This all seems okay. It's just... very similar to some other games. Well, also, again, like, I didn't know if I could jump up there without hitting a spike. Like, can I jump... Oh, God, okay, I can't even go under that. Can I jump here all the way, or are there spikes? I don't know. See, there are some! Oh, there is page up and page down. You're right. I looked at the controls before and it didn't have anything in there. Because I looked at redefining the keyboard. I did check this beforehand, because I always like to make sure that they work. And there was nothing that actually had it as a key that you could define. Alright. There we go. The aesthetic of this thing is pretty cool. I do think you'd need the up-down look a lot less, though, if it was just less zoomed in. Like, you don't want to have to just constantly do this, and then do this, and then have to go back to playing. Like, that's... I don't know. I personally still don't love that design. Oh, yeah, it's teeth. Our kid is smiling, I guess. Johnny Dash in Monster Bash is always smiling. This thing has some wild aesthetics going for it. For a kid's game, like I said, I'm really into the whole, like, weird gore that it's going on. Oh, we didn't get to go off here. But how do I have to jump? Okay, I have to jump off, I guess. That's weird. Ah, and if I didn't, then we wouldn't have been able to leave the level. Oh, and there's just the wall guy. Sure. Just a random fuck you. Here, how far up does that go? It goes even higher. Is there another dog up here or something and I wouldn't have found it otherwise? Might be. Oh, we'll read the story, yeah. I'm bonking my head on the top of the level, so I can't get over to that side. This is awkward. Oh my god, that is awkward. There we go. Oh. There we are. Hi, buddy. Got a kitty here. Beat par time for 50,000 bonus. I definitely like, again, like, man, the aesthetic of this is pretty wild. Oh, right, of course. Forgot about those. Can I touch these skulls? Yes. The music's good, too. I really like the music. Wall snake. Sure. Can we, like, entice it out and then shoot it? It's not at the right angle for us to get to. Gotcha. Man, there's some, like, mean design in this, too. Wait, that doesn't pop out? Oh, only some of them do. Okay, it's the ones that have the eyes blink in and out, like that one? Yeah. Can I get up there? I can. God, that is hard. Yeah, this is very much like a Cosmos Cosmic Adventure, or, again, like, a worse Duke Nukem. think that Eska sent me this game as a shitpost, but it's not that bad. You got around to looking at Charlie the Clown, huh? I was gonna say, this bro lived to 122, yeah, I just realized. God, those skulls are really neat. That's, as a kid's game, that's so wild. I'd have thought that was the most... Okay! That's fucked. That's fucked up. Oh, we can land on that, but I have to get it exactly. And then we can get this treasure. Which is just points. I'm just worried because I don't know where the dogs and cats are, and if we don't find them all, we can't leave the level. That is also, in my mind... Oh, we can go inside these. Gotcha. Very keen in that side of things. That looks like... Yeah, that's one of the ones that comes out. Okay. Well, that's Monster Bash. I don't think that we need to go too much further into it. I think we get the idea of it. I always think that it's a lot worse to have stuff inside of a level that you have to go and find. Like, one of the games that did that I ended up being fond of as a child and we went back to, and I was like, was Hocus Pocus, right here. Because it just means that you're backtracking constantly. And when the levels are full of, like, pop-out gotchas like that, and it's so zoomed in, so you're always getting got off screen, that's not where you want to be. That's very much not where you want to be. There's a pet compass in the pause menu. Yeah, I did see that. That's fair. But yeah, then they use it to mess with you, of course. That game really seems to pick some, like, extra mean level design. Which is really to its detriment. It's too bad. I would have honestly said that in terms of just the aesthetics of the game, that I would have put it maybe a little bit above Cosmo's Cosmic Adventure as another Apogee platformer that are all just, like, really similar. And I think the art's really good. I like the art and aesthetic of that. I think that would have been rad as hell as a kid. Like, again, just the weird gore and stuff aspects of it and the horror. That it was actually doing it was really neat. But boy, how zoomed in it is so that you're just constantly getting shot from off screen. And, like, having to find the pets in the level to leave the level. Not good. Not good. Really bad. I don't think platformers on DOS were particularly great. Yeah. There's a few. I think that it's not just Prince of Persia. Although I haven't played Prince of Persia, so I don't even know. Prince of Persia 2 was pretty great. I had a lot of fun with Prince of Persia 2. But also... Duke Nukem. Duke Nukem? It's that game, but just better in every way. It's zoomed out, so you're not getting got by things off screen constantly. You get really cool, like, permanent power-ups eventually that are almost Metroid-esque. Like, there's lots of neat things in Duke Nukem. Duke Nukem gets rad. That game is fucking cool. Duke Nukem 1, really neat. Wasn't Bionic Commando on DOS 2? Maybe, DOS ports often end up not being that good. Gauntlet. But, yeah, for this one, sadly, I aesthetically, I like it more than Cosmos Cosmic Adventure. But the rest of the game design pulls it down. I don't think it's that much more. I don't know that it's better than Zargon. In the way, it's funny because they're very similar in a way, in that Zargon is a later but worse Jill of the Jungle, and this feels like a later but worse like Duke Nukem and Cosmos Cosmic Adventure. Zargon's aesthetics are fucking whack, though. We do not have Dune or Dune 2 on here, no. Yeah, I'd say it's better than Zargon. I think it's better than Net Wars. Deluxe 3-point basketball is also fucked up hard, too, in some weird ways. And not much of a game in some ways, also. Like, it's slight. I don't think it's better than God of Thunder. God of Thunder is a weird Zelda-like thing. Yeah, I'm gonna... Top 50 game, Monster Bash. It's fine. It was okay. I would have liked that as a kid, for sure. And I really like the aesthetic of it. Like, I think that if it played more like actual Duke Nukem, boy, it would really rocket up the list, but nah, just not quite there. Duke Nukem also has just all kinds of, like, really cool things to find in the level and secrets, and yeah. I would have loved the aesthetic as a kid. Yeah, I still like it. Yeah. Still do. Liked it as a kid. Still do. But I would have loved it as a child. It would have been... Like I said, I felt like I was getting away with something. Alright, well... Have another game up. And takes just a moment of setup. That's command. Yes. Nope. Fuck, I screwed it up. Okay. This one takes a little bit more work to emulate. Or at least to get working properly. Does that not hold up? Or is it maybe... That might be it. Yeah, that should be it. This one might take a moment to load up. So is the DOS thing once per month? Requests are yes. So you could absolutely request another one. Yeah, as subs you get one a month, because I can't do more than that, otherwise I'm just going to, like, run out of time to actually play all the games. I'm already doing like 2 streams a week of this just to make it work. It was slow to load last time, but I did get it. Where is it going? I did. Hold up. The hell? One moment. Let's see. Why are you not doing that? I swear we mounted that. Sorry, give me one moment. Like I said, some of these games are a bit of a pain to emulate. DOSBox. It's fun. You have to emulate like 15 plus years worth of games rather than just... and across like a bunch of different hardware rather than just doing it as a very, very simple...
Don't forget to Joker.
Single system. Okay, so that should be good. Wouldn't want to forget to emulate the Joker. Why is it telling me that I don't have that? Huh. Okay, let me try this then. Oh, this is really weird. Now it's not letting me do any of this. How is it not able to load anything from the disk? I did this just before stream and made sure it worked, and it worked. So why are you not working now? Huh. All right, let me try this. I have a different idea. "23 hours and your life changes drastically. Getting a new job or something in media? Getting married? What's up? Hopefully good." All right, we'll see if this one works. That's really weird. Because I go through and I test all of these. Like, I spent like an hour and a half this morning making sure that these all worked. So it's strange that that didn't. Okay. Will this work? Come on. It looks like it is. It's also taking a really long time to load. There we are. Oh, this sounds not good though. On this version. Maybe. Nope. Oh. Fuck. Here. I think I can get this going. Bit of a pain. Just a bit. You have not missed anything after Monster Bash. Monster Bash, I ended up as, like, exactly 50, if I remember correctly. It's good, but there's a lot of... It's really zoomed in. It has, like, the Duke Nukem 2 problem. Things just get you from off-screen constantly, which is unfortunate. Seems better. I think we got it. That's right. From Witchfinder Finder. Red alert. Taking a flight to Africa to start your new job. Oh, damn. Oh. What? Oh, does this not have... Does this fail to use these? That's brutal. I had this working earlier, so now I'm annoyed if it doesn't show us the cutscenes, because that's, like, the whole point of these games. I mean, not all of it, but that is no small part of them. Yeah, it's not giving us any of the cutscenes. Man, why is it not working on the other side of things? Because I had it. I had it working earlier. That is obnoxious. I had the FMVs working. I had the whole thing. I checked it out. I played a bit of it, and, like, it was all good. And now it's just like, you know what? No. I don't wanna. I'm doing the exact same thing that I did before, but for some reason... I'm gonna try one last time, because the cutscenes are important to this. I apologize for the long time getting this going, but what do you do? Let me just see. Maybe I somehow did slightly different on the commands there. Oh, that might be it, actually. Hold up. I think I might have found the problem. Yup, I think I actually found the problem. I think think I know the issue. Let's see if this will load up. It's a little slow to load. I said this one's a bit to emulate. It's kind of a pain. And cutscenes are not, like, super clear, but problem is we forgot the Joker. The one thing with the differentiator from CNC would be the FMVs. No, there's a fair bit of difference. We all know the FMVs are also in.
Forget the Joker.
The FMVs are in original Command and Conquer. It's not like original Command and Conquer has some great FMV. So much of your life will change. I can imagine changing, because I imagine you don't live in Africa right now. That's a hell of a move for a job. Here we go. Gotta know the setup.
Playing with that thing. I've just got to adjust this. Give me the sequence calculations. Now! They're already done.
Throw the volume a little bit. The original CNC didn't have this FMV. No.
I wonder if it will be raining. Stand by.
The original Command and Conquer does not have time-traveling Einstein going back in time to meet a young Adolf Hitler and murder him.
Herr Hitler.
Ja, was ist los? Ich habe keine Zeit hier rumzustehen.
Ja, ich verstehe.
Okay, not murder. Okay, fine, not murdering him, paradoxing him out of existence. Yes.
Did you find him?
Hitler is out of the way.
Congratulations, Professor. With Hitler removed...
Time will tell. Sooner or later. Time will tell.
And yeah, as Loafsteed says, it didn't have this FMV, but it's had a lot more Joe Kukin, which... And yeah, this is what Command & Conquer doesn't have. Hell March is an amazing track. This slaps? Oh yeah. Yeah. Honestly, original Command & Conquer also fucking slaps. You load into the very first level and it just, like, fucking blasts you away with its sound. It's so damn good. This, Frank guy seems to have some chops for music, as it turns out. Oh? They just have an ad for... Oh, because this is the sneak peek, right. What is this sneak peek for? I actually didn't see this. What is this? What was this? This might be Nox. Yes, you're right. That would be what it would be. I have to imagine this is Nox. That'd be the right time frame. I never played it, but that's the only thing that makes sense, and from the look of it. So is Nox like a point-and-click adventure? It looks like it has to be. It was an RPG? Really? Nope. Oh, Lands of Lore. Okay. Fair enough. Ah, yes. 2019, Los Angeles. Is there Blade Runner? Alright, we should... Oh, God, I kind of want to... Nah, I kind of want to just watch these. Let's just go with this. Have you never heard the, like, Command and Conquer OSTs, Cyrana? Because Frank Klepacki is the person that made the soundtracks for Command and Conquer, and... yeah, the soundtracks are fucking fantastic. Before EA destroyed them. No, and you feel like you've been missing out. You really have been, yes. The dude's quite literally a legend. Like... here. I can do what I want. I'm gonna mute this for a moment. So like... God, is this the first mission? Oh, that's the N64. What's the N64 version of Command and Conquer? Come on. Come on. But yeah, like...
You're the new addition to the beef.
So you have these
Views do not coincide with ours, and that makes him dangerous. Silence him.
cutscenes for what you're doing. Like...
Reinforcements have arrived. Reinforcements have arrived.
Like, that's just how the first mission loads in immediately with that fucking banger. Like, just instantly. It's like, oh, by the way... Like, hey, guess what? This music, it's gonna be fucking good. This music's real damn good. You guys gotta have the... I'm a Mechanical Man. Yeah, there's... I'm a Mechanical Man is a good track. I like Just Do It Up. There's a lot of good ones. Anyways, we'll get back to Red Alert in 2 seconds. It's just, man, these games have such an incredible soundtrack. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Like, again, this is, what, 93 or something? Like, it's fucked up. Maybe 94. It must have been 94, probably, for original CNC. But, like, yeah, like, the sound design and Command & Conquer was so far ahead of pretty much everything else at the time in a lot of ways. Like, a lot of that is just, like, Frank's actual scoring of it. But, man, it was 95, actually. Huh. And this was 96. We'll do easy. We want to look at as much of stuff as we can. We'll be Soviets. If it hangs up now, I'm going to be mad. There we go. Oh. Sorry.
Gradenko. How long did it take the gas to work?
Is it safe to speak?
Of course. Go on.
The kill time depends upon the weight of the subject.
There's some weird fuzziness to
the
the
children
FMV
were
in this
terminated
version.
in less than 15
The emulation's
seconds,
a little off.
and the adults took longer, 18 to 42 seconds.
No survivors?
None, Comrade Stalin.
The total dead?
Approximately 840.
My intelligence said there were 877 people in the village. How do you account for this discrepancy?
Inaccurate intelligence?
Enough. Begin full production of the gas.
Already underway, Comrade Stalin.
Meet our newest officer. According to this profile, you should prove useful.
I would like to see that profile.
Give the lieutenant something important to do. That is all, Gradenko.
They always do such an incredible
but
job with
something else. Outside Torun, we have met with guerrilla resistance. They have blocked the roads into town here and here.
this shitty
They're
pixelated
enemies
map.
of the people. Destroy the town and kill everyone in it. Come, my dear. I have an assignment which requires your special skills.
Let's see how you handle this. Go at once to Torun. Destroy everything and everyone. No prisoners, no survivors.
Oh yeah, the bad Russian accent is necessary.
That is all.
They do a really good job of having some very, very B-movie stereotypes of, like, the henchman that does not like, yeah, they're very, very campy in a lot of the best ways. They got the stereotypes of, blow up the bridge. The henchman that's, like, underappreciated, that you know, like, he's either gonna kill Stalin or Stalin's gonna kill him, and you're gonna, like, take his place. That's always the way that it's gonna happen. Do the same thing with Nod in the first game, but it's predictable but very fun.
Reinforcements have arrived. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Alright, we got our paratroopers coming in.
Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
So these are just kind of tutorials to get you used to the controls.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. At once. At once. Of course.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yeah, this is gonna give us like infinite reinforcements, I'm sure.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Waiting orders. At once. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, that guy is still alive. Here in a moment. Oh.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Very well.
Unit lost.
Very well. Comrade.
And you can say with the Command and Conquer games, like we were talking about, Cyan, I think, was saying how there's some games where, like,
Reinforcements have arrived.
the music is so good that you forget the rest of the game. That's the cool thing about the Command and Conquer franchise, is that the music is that good, but also the rest of the game is very, very solid too. And so is, like, the FMVs really campy and fun. Like, there's just, these games are just a blast. They're just very... They're very interesting in a lot of ways.
At once. Affirmative.
More reinforcements?
At once.
Sure. At once, at once, at
Very
once. Actually, let's just wait here.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
1 second. Sweet, spam calls. Can I speak to the owner of the house? Yeah, sure.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Waiting orders. Affirmative. Very well.
Yeah, no, the soundtrack on these are... I mean, there's a reason why there were so many Command and Conquer games. Like, this was a storied franchise for a while. And then EA bought at Westwood. Westwood had done its own problems too, to be fair, but...
At once.
I would say it didn't help.
Affirmative.
Pull them down.
Reporting.
Bomb the last one.
Acknowledged.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Acknowledged.
That looks like everything? No?
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unless you know a medium, I'm afraid you can't speak to the house's owner. We've got a thing on our door now that says, like, no soliciting unless you're a Girl Scout kind of thing. And I did have somebody come by recently trying to let me know that I need to find Jesus. And I went outside and went, wow, you guys are really big for Girl Scouts, or you're really bad at reading. And then I just slammed the door in their face. I will say I did not feel particularly bad about that.
Very well.
Is there, what else is there in the village? I feel like this village is pretty done. Is this...
Agreed.
Like, 'cause
Agreed.
this
Once.
isn't...
Very
No,
well.
no.
Agreed.
Can't attack that. I don't
Affirmative.
know. What is considered
Agreed.
part
Very
of the
well.
village yet that is not wrecked? We have girl guides that go... girl guides in
Yes, sir.
Canada.
Reporting. Agreed. Agreed.
Something in a corner somewhere. Yeah, I know, but I just... Where? Well, I'm not seeing anything on this one.
Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Agreed. Affirmative.
Probably a safety thing. Sure.
Affirmative.
Maybe in this bottom corner. I just can't bring any troops over there, so maybe I just need to bring the planes.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
No, the planes can't even go there.
Reporting.
Huh.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Hmm. Yeah, what the hell are we missing?
Acknowledged.
What are we missing here?
Yes, sir. At once.
What's the crate?
Affirmative.
I don't know, but I've... Oh, I did go over it before. I clicked on it, and it didn't let me do anything. Alright, maybe that is it.
Agreed.
No? It still didn't end the mission.
Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Ready and waiting.
This village looks pretty fucking destroyed. To the left under the trees. Building under some of the trees to the north. Oh, that is still left? I thought that was hollowed out and destroyed. I guess that it's mostly destroyed. You're right.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Sure. It was only mostly dead.
Mission accomplished.
Okay. Sorry, that's on me. Oh, those evil Soviets! It's a very fun premise to go... that, like... Einstein went back in time and kills Hitler. It's a real fucked up weird thing to then go, well, and that means that there's nobody to keep the Soviets in check, the real evil, and you're like, is that what? I still love this, though. This is so good. The letters flying in. Oh, what style. I get to pick an area. Let's go south. Sure. You don't get the real evil part from this, as they're talking about how many civilians you're gonna gas, and the first start of it is you wiping out a village?
I am Captain Georgy Kukov, Chief of Field Operations for this region. Beyond this river lies Germany. Tomorrow our attack begins. For today, you have guard duty. See to it that nothing happens to the base or to the command center.
I mean, Stalin was a real fucker, yeah.
The Allies have been moving closer and closer to our position. Watch out for sneak attacks.
There were a lot of real fuckers around that time.
Conflict erupts. You have permission to take the fight to them.
Check out what Churchill was doing.
See you in Berlin.
I think you're spotted, guys.
Building.
Alright, let's make some attack planes. I always forget how different this play is than like a Blizzard RTS. It's very, very different. Okay. Okay.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
So now we can actually do things like place barbed wire. In the
Construction
other Command and Conquer, like in the first one, there wasn't nearly as much like defensive structure kind of stuff that you could do, from my memory.
Building.
You mostly just build like things that pop out units over and over. So did this game come out before the end of the Cold War? No.
Construction complete.
92 is the end of Cold War, essentially, right? And this is 95. 96, actually.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed.
Yeah, you had sandbags, chain fences, and concrete walls. This one starts getting to, like, pillboxes and stuff that you put, like...
At once. Very well.
Construction
units into and stuff. Get a little bit more into the defensive structures.
Waiting orders. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Ready and waiting. At once. Agreed. Yes,
No,
sir.
guys,
Affirmative.
come on.
Waiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Stop blowing up my planes. Get out of here.
Unit ready. Training. Unit lost. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Agree. Affirmative. Affirmative.
I want to, like, have
At
some
once.
blood
Agreed.
spots.
Training. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready.
Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Waiting orders. Very well.
I never really played Red Alert. I always played, like, the main Command and Conquer series and not the Red Alert series. Were they just, machine gun turrets? Really? Okay.
Very well.
Fair enough.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. At once. Very well.
Training.
Very well.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Very well. Of course. Yes, sir.
Training. Unit ready.
How does this feel like against the other real-time games in this series?
Unit
It's
ready.
great. It feels very much like the original Command and Conquer.
Unit
And
ready.
I personally like Command and Conquer more than I like Warcraft, which we put original CNC over Command and Conquer 2, or over Warcraft 2, I mean, because I think it's a fantastic game. It just feels really nice. Yeah, we've only really done for this Command and Conquer and Warcraft 2. I like the aesthetic of this more. I like the campiness of it more.
Yes, sir.
I like a lot of things about this a little bit more than I liked Warcraft 2. Warcraft 2 is a great game, don't get me wrong. Yeah, this is basically a higher resolution.
Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative.
A little more clear about what's going on. One thing I don't love is that when you have like a mix of units like this, it doesn't really show you the mix that you have.
Very well. Agreed. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir. Very well.
Unit
Of
lost.
course.
Reinforcements have arrived. Unit lost.
Waiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Got some money.
Unit lost. Training. Unit ready. Training.
Waiting orders.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Yeah, no, these play really well.
Yes, sir.
They
Yes,
were
sir.
great for their time, I think.
At once. Yes, sir.
Yeah, the pathfinding in Command and Conquer 1 is not great.
Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir.
I don't think the pathfinding in a lot of these are real good.
Training.
Like early
Building
RTSs.
in progress.
Everything's
Unit
just a little
ready.
clunky.
Training. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Agreed.
Unit
Affirmative. Agreed.
Let's get our...
ready. Unit lost.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Oh.
Acknowledged.
Oh, that blows up the bridge, though. Right, that's the problem.
At once. Yes, sir. At once.
Unit lost.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
that's still going. Look at that. Come on, guys.
Yes, sir. Of course. Reporting. Yes, sir.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Blow that up.
Training.
Efficient pathfinding is, yeah,
Yes, sir.
it's a hard
Unit
problem
ready.
as far as I know for, like, game dev. I've always heard that it's a big issue. It's not easy to do.
Training. Unit ready. Reinforcements have arrived. Training.
Where are we getting reinforcements?
Unit ready. Training. Unit.
Uh-oh.
Unit.
Oh.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
We put them in a bad spot. I wasn't paying attention. Because, yes, your guys can get run over,
Ready and
which
waiting.
is always one of the fun things in this. Certain unit types will be able to run over infantry. Notably, like, what would be like an SCV or something in StarCraft,
Acknowledged. At once.
a lot of those, like these guys, will actually run over troops. So they're not totally defenseless.
Acknowledged.
I've always
Yes,
loved
sir.
dudes
Yes, sir.
getting squished in these, yeah.
Reporting. Very well. Reporting. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. At once.
Unit lost.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Reporting. Of course. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, run them over is a really good defensive stat, yep. Yeah, these early missions are us just trying to get to the
Yes,
next
sir.
really good cutscene.
Very well.
Unit
Agreed.
lost.
Awaiting orders. At once. Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost. Unit lost.
Reporting.
Oh.
Yes,
like,
sir.
what else is there? Ah, I see. Somebody down this
Awaiting
way.
orders. Reporting.
Guys.
Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Training. Unable to comply. Building in progress. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit lost.
Oh no! Guys, don't throw grenades that close!
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished! We got everybody, including ourselves! I've always loved these after credits like scores in this one too. They're really good. Like, look at the typing. That's so good. It's got so much style in these things.
Imperialists are at our mercy. We have 14 tank divisions on this border.
And the Allies with only 3 divisions hold you off.
At the rate of our noble comrades' advance, we will occupy all of Europe within 60 days.
Perhaps, but 11 months over schedule. It is vital to our propaganda efforts that we take Berlin before Comrade Stalin's birthday.
Ah, it's Kane. Hello. Command and Conquerists, no.
Comrade Gradenko, did you not report all our nerve gas sites secure?
I inspected them myself.
And how did the Allied dogs eliminate our Sovrinsk facility?
Impossible! My security was
inefficient, as we feared. That plant was our primary site. Will there be enough nerve gas left to proceed with our plan? What about Einstein? Is his propulsion system research still on schedule?
Well?
I must report. A few hours ago, Einstein was kidnapped.
I know.
We are recovering him as we speak.
Good. Good! I do not wish to kill so committed an officer as you, Gradenko.
I don't know where Einstein is, yet. But I do know who betrayed our cause. We have tracked him down in Lund, where he undoubtedly waits to rendezvous with resistance forces. He must die a traitor's death. Get to Korea again and use your dogs to sniff out the coward before he can take refuge in a safe house.
Hello, poorly thought out attempt to connect the narratives of this series that will quickly be dropped. I mean, kind of. They have Kane pop up every once in a while throughout all of the Red Alert series. Oh, the accents are extremely precious. They're not trying, is the thing.
Our base is under attack. Reinforcements have arrived. Timer started.
Like, here's the thing. They are not actually trying. That's kind of the point. That's why it's good.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Yeah.
Unit lost. Mission failed.
Yup. Of course, we ran right into the barbed wire. Speaking of the pathfinding problem, I was like, oh right, yeah, of course, they instantly just ran right into the barbed wire.
For king and country.
Explosive charge placed. Our base is under attack.
Oh no, our base! Alright, we have to kill that spy.
Reinforcements have arrived. Timer started.
Okay, I gotta be very careful about this.
Unit lost.
How do we... Actually, God, how do we get around this? Probably this way. I think that's the trick, is we're just supposed to stealth around it a little bit. You know? We have to run through that? Hmm. Anything over here, maybe? I think we should explore a little bit. We've got 15 minutes on a timer, so it's... I said I've never actually played the Red Alert series. But it's extremely similar to Command & Conquer 1. We played that not long ago. Just without Hell March. Didn't have Hell March in Command & Conquer. Huh. No, do not. Please do not run into the barbed wire. God damn. Like, if we do this, I wonder... No! Alright, they didn't run directly into it that time. I feel like there's some trick to this, because this is just absolute death.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Mission failed.
Oh, there's a friend or foe toggle with barbed wire. There might be, yeah. I did the one at a time and they died instantly.
For king and country.
Explosive charge? Place.
One thing that these games were kind of known for being real bastards about these ones where you don't actually have a base. Yeah, it might kill the unaffiliated civilians. That might be what it wants. Which doesn't make any sense. I don't know why we'd kill that, but it probably gives us reinforcements of some kind. Ah, yep, alright.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
That is what it wanted us to do. Weird.
At once. At once.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Woo!
Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Get 'em, puppies. Oh, there's the spy.
Affirmative. Agreed. Very well. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. At once. Agreed. Agreed.
I'm wondering that didn't give us anything.
Affirmative.
And if we're supposed to go back for it.
Yes, sir.
Because I'm guessing if they've got a light on, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yes, sir.
Mission accomplished.
Nice. It's a little bit of a gotcha that you just have to go to this other random village that doesn't have anything to do with things, otherwise you're fucked. Weird. See that farmer? Get his ass. Yeah.
Good work dealing with that spy. You please, Stalin. Make sure you never disappoint him. Now, I have a special task for you. We are amassing for our attack on Berlin. The Allies are aware of this, so we are going to, how do they say, throw them a bone? I want you to create a diversion. Occupy their troops until we can drop soldiers behind their lines. Once the troops are in, use the soldiers to cut off Allied communications. With no early warning. We can take Berlin by surprise.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir. Waiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
And this
yes,
is a
sir.
constructor, right?
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction
Yeah.
options. Building.
Yes, sir.
What is that?
Reporting.
V2. Right, that's the rocket tags.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Affirmative.
Construction options.
Comrade. Yes, sir. Waiting order.
Yeah, Red Alert and just Command and Conquer in general, I really liked this series. Or Refinery too.
Waiting order.
Nope.
Awaiting orders.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
They did remasters of these very recently, and I kind of would love to see that.
Building. Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Training.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Hey, Merc, good to see you.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Come on.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes,
Why
sir.
are you not firing?
Acknowledged.
Training. Unable to comply. Building in progress. Unit ready. Training. Unit
There
ready.
we go.
Training. Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Training. Unit ready.
Yeah, the tanks are just focusing on the riflemen. Real good at doing that.
Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
Training. Unit ready. Unit lost. New construction options.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Comrade. Affirmative.
Training. Unit ready. Training. Unit
Yes, sir.
ready. Training. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Building.
Well, that's fine. Should get a kennel. We should really get a war factory. Let's get some real... God, oh, there's a lot to do.
Construction complete. Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Barracks. I didn't mean to make 2 of them, but that's okay.
Unable to comply. Building in progress.
Reporting.
Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Training.
Yes, sir.
Now I can spit them out a lot
Unit
faster,
ready.
which is still nice. And...
Building.
War factory. The war factory, but not a peace factory. Soviets do not know peace.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Because I don't know.
Unit lost.
Why are they building these on us? Get out of here.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Training.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
These games always become a real meat grinder, which I kind of love.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Training.
Yeah, no, the computer cheats real hard.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Training. Unit ready. Training. Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Training. Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Oh boy.
Training. Construction.
How are they really? Get out of here.
Lost.
Stop that.
Unit ready. Unit lost. Training. Unit lost.
Waiting.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
At once.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Construction options. Training.
Reporting.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Building.
Let's get a radar
Unit
dome.
lost. Building. Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
At once.
I'm guessing they're all dead. Yup.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Of course. Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. At once.
Construction complete.
Of course. Very well.
Unit ready. Unit
Yes, sir.
lost. Training. Building.
Down.
Unit ready.
Radar.
New construction options.
Now we can actually see what's happening.
Acknowledged.
Low power.
Yes, sir.
Oh, we need another power plant. Where are ya?
Building.
Waiting orders. Very well.
Training. Unable to comply. Building in progress. Unit ready.
Reporting.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
you need it all the way down there, huh?
Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Construction complete.
Reporting.
Another power plant here. There we go.
Waiting orders at once. Yes, sir. Of course. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders.
Building. Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Very well.
God damn.
Training. Unit ready. Training.
Yeah, well, the Soviet tanks have 2 cannons. They do not actually
Unit
do more
ready.
damage than the Allied
Training.
tanks. Yeah. Or not twice the damage,
Unit
that's
ready.
for sure.
Training. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Training. Unable to comply. Building in progress. Unit ready. Training.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Training. Unit ready.
Awaiting orders. Agreed.
Training.
Okay, I'll leave some down there.
Unit ready.
Just get like a
Training.
huge ball going.
Unit ready. Building.
A couple airfields probably seems like a good idea.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building. Training. Unit ready. Training.
We are blowing through our money.
Construction complete.
That's alright.
Construction options.
Reporting. Acknowledge.
Well, we obviously are going to need all this.
Training. Unit ready.
Got the rockets, spy planes, paratroopers. Let's
Building.
get a attack plane.
Unit ready. Building.
Heavy tank.
Training. Unit ready.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Insufficient funds. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Waiting orders. Very well.
I think that our own tanks
sir.
can run our
Agree.
characters
Affirmative.
over, but I could be wrong.
Affirmative.
It's so long.
At once. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting orders.
Unit lost.
Comrade. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Okay, let's
Affirmative.
disrupt Allied communications, shall we? What are you doing?
Affirmative.
Just doing some push-ups, some sit-ups, you know, getting ready.
Yes, sir. Ready and waiting.
The base is under attack.
Agreed. Very well. Agreed.
Oh, there's a bunch down there, isn't there? Yup.
Waiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. Comrade. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Do not get squished. Do not get squished. Do not get squished.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir.
If we can disrupt
Very well.
some other production, that might be good.
Waiting orders. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit lost. Training. Unit lost. Unit ready. Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Unit
Oh
lost.
god.
Acknowledged.
Oof.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
The way they can just
Waiting,
build
yes, sir.
into us is kind of amazing.
Building. Unit lost.
Reporting.
Spy plane ready.
Spy plane. I didn't do a spy
Comrade?
plane.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Very well. Agreed. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Oh, now they're squishing us. Great strategy. Those turrets are eternal. They just keep popping back up.
Training.
I have money for that.
Agreed.
Did they ever have a CNC game where the main game goes against the Red Alert game? What the fuck are you talking about? And you can play both sides. You can play both sides in this one.
Affirmative.
You don't have to be the Soviets. You can be the Allies.
Affirmative.
It's a strategy game. It's got multiplayer, like you're meant to be playing both sides. One of the coolest things about this series in comparison to some of the strategy games at the time is that it actually does, like, there's no equivalents for a lot of the troops. Like, Grenadiers are only for the Soviets, the Allies get rockets, if I remember correctly. That kind of thing.
Affirmative. At once.
Because in, like, a Warcraft 2, you basically have the same troops on both sides.
Unit lost.
Yeah, there's a campaign for every faction in all these. It's a... Again, it's a strategy game. That's how strategy games work. That's... I don't mean to be rude, but that is the way that they work. Like, that's just a strategy game thing.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir.
I can't imagine if they didn't do that.
Yes, sir.
They would not be considered classics if they had. Put it that way.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting.
Yeah, like, what the hell?
Awaiting orders. Reporting.
Those turrets really are eternal. In any case, that's Command & Conquer, Red Alert. There's a ton of really good FMV in this, although I am kind of the opinion that I like Command & Conquer, like, the mainline stuff more. Yeah, Red Alert 3 has 3 factions, yes. I believe that's the only one that does it, because you have the Allies, the Soviets, and then you have Imperial Japan, which is George Takei. That's the one that has probably the most famous of the FMV, because yes, that's the one with Tim Curry as the Soviet leader, J. Jonah Jameson, J.K. Simmons, as the Allies, and then George Takei was Imperial Japan. Yeah, so they started getting some real actors after Red Alert, I would say, is when they started really getting into it. Holy shit, that sounds fun. Yeah, the Red Alert 3 ones are very, very famous for their FMV. That was when you started having the,
I'm escaping.
Yes.
Commander.
Yeah. So Tim Curry, of course, as always in these games, you are eventually betrayed by your commanders, especially if you play for the evil Soviets and stuff like that. They are evil in this series, that's for sure. Unabashedly so.
Commander, you've rained on my glorious parade. For this, I'm sending everything I've got at you. But I won't let you have the satisfaction of catching me. I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
Oh yeah, he's trying so hard not to laugh throughout that. There's some really, really, really good ones, though. Oh yeah, also, the president, J.K. Simmons, is actually a part of a Japanese spy plot in Red Alert 3.
Your android spy has proven very useful, my son.
Thank you, Father. Is that the Soviet scientist talking to the Allies?
Sir, I have developed a time machine.
Is this some kind of joke?
We've confirmed this, Mr. President. He's speaking the truth.
Well, the Soviet Union was on the brink of defeat, and we went
Like
back
Peter Stormare. Like, look at the fucking cast of this thing. Yes, it's Peter Stormare and Jonathan Pryce. Like, it's.
You see, the empire of the rising sun never would have existed if not for our meddling with time and space.
Mr. President, are you all right? Did he just say the Empire never would have existed?
This is Red Alert 3.
The Empire never would have existed?
No.
If fate can be changed on a whim, if the future is malleable, then there is no divine destiny.
Yeah, these are all on Steam. There were some remasters. I don't know if the remasters covered any of the later games. I don't think that it does. But yeah, they're all very, very campy and fun. I personally prefer the rather than going through the history stuff, I prefer their later, like, more futuristic stuff, which is all of the mainline Command & Conquers. And that's where you get Kane. Kane is a very, very fun, campy villain. There's a whole storyline where he gets blown up in a nuclear explosion, and then he has, like, a metal side of his face when he comes back. Because they're like, oh my god, like, Kane died, oh no, he's like the immortal leader of Nod, how can he die? And then he comes back with all of this, like, metal on his face, and everybody's like, oh, he, like, merged with their AI, and oh my god, like, that's how he survived. And then he does this whole cutscene at one point, like, 3/4 of the way through the game, where he's like, ah, yes, well, you see. He's like, sometimes, like, seeing is believing, and, like, pulls off his face, and he's just been fine the whole time. It's such a great reveal. It's so fucking good. It's so good. Yeah. It's, that one is, And that one I think has Trisha Helfer in it. And, like, the guy from Lost. Like, they get big name actors throughout all of it. Kane, who may or may not be the biblical Kane. Yes, yeah. There's a lot of who is Kane throughout the main series of Command & Conquer. Him pulling off, like, the big prosthetic metal, and he's just like, no, man, I've been fine. Like, what the fuck? I'm just screwing with people. It's such a great reveal. In any case, we can go back and, gotta rate this one, huh? Gotta rate this one. So here's the thing. I think that I like mainline Command & Conquer more. But mainline Command & Conquer does not have Hell March. Oh yeah, Red Alert is definitely top 10. For what we have right now, it's easy top 10. The main things that it did over Command & Conquer were, it's, like people said, it's basically higher resolution and stuff. There's some better pathfinding. In general, though, it plays so similar. The song slaps. Yes, it really fucking does. You get more into, like, the aerial units right away. I'm not even sure there are in Command & Conquer 1, but it feels like such a minor change to me, personally. I don't think I like Red Alert more than I like Command & Conquer. Hell March or not, the song has to get some bonus points. It does, but Command & Conquer's first one is still, like, the OST on that is non-stop bangers also. It's not like, it's missing out on Hell March, but it's got Grinder, if I remember correctly. Isn't Grinder in Command & Conquer 1? I feel like it is. Or is that Red Alert 2? God, I can't remember. Is that where Grinder came in? Yeah, it might be Red Alert 2. That grinder. Yeah. Like, the whole soundtrack for all of these games are, like, non-stop bangers. Here. We'll get the original Command & Conquer OST for sure to get, like...
If we want to live in a different world.
Yeah, there's no grinder in Command & Conquer 1. Okay. But it does have, like, No Mercy 4K, which is really good. And Just Do It Up and Mechanical Man. That I know the names of a lot of the songs tells you how good the soundtracks for this series is. Like, they're just very, very, very good. Like, Warfare in Command & Conquer 1. Yeah, I just like the campiness of, like, the near future stuff more than I liked the history campiness, I guess. So I think that I just had to grade it a little lower, but I still like it more than Warcraft 2. They're just really, really close. I'm not gonna think too much more about this, honestly, because I just think that this is my list and I'm gonna do what I want with it. Red Alert has some improvements, but there's something about the flavor of original Command & Conquer. I like Kane so much more as a villain. It's more interesting to me. There is some really fun lore of just like no, Einstein went back in time and deleted Hitler from history, which is fun, but I like original recipe. You know, you can have your Cool Ranch or your Red Alert or whatever, but, you know, something about OG. Sorry, I'm just gonna bang out this one for a minute. But that's the end of DOScider. Thank you, Witchfinder Finder, for requesting Red Alert. I love it. I really love it. Warcraft 2! Not a top 5 DOS game. Suck on that. There's so many good DOS games. It's gonna be impossible to rank some of these soon. Like, look at how fucking stacked this is. And on top of that, not only is this unbelievably stacked, like, Commander Keen's barely a top 10 game anymore. This is so stacked right now, but let me tell you the requests that have happened for this month. Besides Red Alert, Day of the Tentacle, Crescent Hawk's Revenge, Battletech, and that's the sequel, by the way, to our top 20 Crescent Hawk's Inception, and Simmer. Like, there's some real classics in DOS games. I don't know that any of those are going to crack top 10. Maybe the Tentacle probably does. But they're all going to be real good. I'm expecting some great things out of this. In any case, I will see you all another time. Thank you for being around for another episode of DOScider. And if you would like to request a game, hey, you can hop on into the Discord, and if you're a sub or a patron, there's a special channel just for you, where you can put in a request. And I'm gonna host you over to somebody else, so I will see you another time. I'll be back tomorrow for sure, also, doing a little bit more of Might and Magic 9. And we have our big charity event this weekend, starting Thursday and going through Saturday. So stop on in for that. That's the Big Pickle Challenge. I should have a command for that, but I actually don't because I'm a goofball. But I will put it in right now for y'all. And I'll say goodbye to the YouTube for now. And I'm gonna host over to somebody else.